Dear student, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, everybody? I hope you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. I also fine, Alhamdulillah. Today, I am going to take an online class for the student of class 10, subject Islam and Moral Education, chapter 1, lesson 15, topic the role of belief in Akhirat in forming a pious and moral life. I am Imd Abdus Salam, senior teacher, Scott School and College, Baghdad. Look at the images below and think. Do you know which belief makes a man pious and moral? Believe in Akhirat. Our today's topic, role of belief in Akhirat in forming a pious and moral life. Now, learning outcome. After this lesson, student will be able to know about the concept of Akhirat, will be able to explain the role of belief in Akhirat, will be able to know about the relation between worldly life and Akhirat. Now, the difference between dunya and Akhirat. Akhirat is the next life. The life after death is called Akhirat. Akhirat is the unending life for man. It is everlasting. On the contrary, worldly life, that means dunya, is temporary. In fact, the worldly life is ground for preparation for the Akhirat. Dunya and Akhirat. Now, the role of belief in Akhirat in forming a pious and moral life. It has been said, Ad-dunya masratul akhirah, meaning the world is the harvesting field of the Akhirat. Proverb, as man cultivates the land of crops, sows seeds, and nourishes it so that he gets the harvest. If a farmer doesn't take proper care of his farmland, he doesn't get good harvest. Likewise, the return for the worldly acts will be given in Akhirat. If man does good deeds in this world, he will be rewarded in Akhirat. And if he does evil deeds, he will suffer punishment. The covered, that means grave, the hashur, that means congregation, mizan, that means balance, and the sirat, that means breeze, jannat, paradise, jahannam, hell, etc. Each one is a step or stage of the life of Akhirat. Accordingly to the Islamic belief, one who believes and does good deeds will enjoy a peaceful life in Akhirat. Starting from the grave, he will get happiness, peace, and success in every stage of life in Akhirat. On the other side, a person who will be disobedient in this life and indulge in sinful act will suffer pain in all the phases of Akhirat. His abode will be Jahannam, that means hell. Belief in Akhirat is very important for building up the earthly life. For belief in Akhirat compels man to lead his life by following morality and ideals. A person who believes in Akhirat himself takes stock of his own activities daily. Thus, by rectifying his faults through self-criticism, every day he becomes possessed of a moral character. In Akhirat, the virtuous men will be admitted into Jannat, that means heaven. Jannat is the place of eternal peace. The hope of Jannat renders man virtuous in his earthly life. Man performs good deeds and feels inspired towards good deeds from the hope of getting Jannat and the amenities contained therein. For Jannat cannot be gained without faith in and love for Allah as well as good acts. Allah the Most High says, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات لهم جنة تجري من تحتها الأنهار ذلك الفوز الكبير. Meaning, surely those who have reposed faith and done good works, there is for them Jannat beneath whose rivers. It is the greatest success. Surah Al-Buruj, Ayat 11. Thus, the hope of gaining Jannat in the next life helps men to become virtuous. Jahannam is a place of intense suffering. There is painful punishment of snakes, scorpion, and fire. The sinners and the disobedient and evil doers of this earthly life will be furnished in Jahannam in the next life. Allah the Most High says, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. فأما من طغى فآثر الحياة الدنيا فإن الجحيم هي المأوى. Meaning, then he who transgressed and gives preference to the earthly life, it is Jahannam that his abode will be. Surah An-Naziyat Ayat 37 to 39. The fear of punishment in Jahannam helps men to refrain from just and sin. It is the act of the dwellers of Jahannam to disobey the commands of Allah the Most High and to indulge in unjust and immoral activities with the instinct of worldly greed and avarice. So, men safeguard themselves from these deeds for fear of Jahannam and show fealty to Allah the Most High. Alongside major injustice and immoral act, believe in Akhirat also restrain from petty sin and disobedience and dishonest practice. Allah the Most High says, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. وَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ خَيْرًا يَرَهُ وَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ شَرًّا يَرَهُ. Meaning, if anybody performs an atom of good deeds, he will see it. And if anybody performs an atom size of evil deed, he will see it. Surah Al-Jiljal Ayat 7 to 8. Allah the Most High will inspect all acts of men, good or bad, however little it be. Then this will be either rewarded or punished. So, believe in Akhirat restrain human beings from all forms of wrong, big or small, manifest or hidden, and inspire them to lead sin-free, virtuous, and morally sound life. Now the teachings of believe in Akhirat. We shall have firm faith in Akhirat and keep our worldly life free from sin. We shall be virtuous and accustomed to a life of morality. Now the homework. The world is the harvesting field of the Akhirat. Explain the proverb. Allah Hafiz.